my legion of little goblins, this is Gamer Dragon, and welcome back to Let's Play the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I managed to get some black soul gems, don't ask how I got them, and let's do Vermina's quest.
We meet again, mortal, for we have met before, whether you know it or not. When you mutter in your sleep, you speak to me. When you waken wet with sweat, you've just left my house. I dwell in your dreams. I savor your nightmares. Now you will serve me.
Okay.
The wizard Arkfeld has the orb of Vermina, snatched from the dreams of my followers and dragged into the waking world. Travel to his tower and retrieve my orb. Take care, though, mortal. In my orb, Arkfeld has found more than he bargained for.
Yay! Alright, the tower's not that far. It's just gonna be fun. Fun little misadventure. You know, through hell. Vermina's version of it, at least. Now, I'm sure this all looks perfectly normal. I'm not so desperate for money that I need to steal. I don't know how. That I need to steal alcohol from random places anymore. This is where it starts getting weird. Ooh, that was close. Probably have more variety of destruction spells for fire resistant creatures. Oh, I don't like the ambiance here. We gotta go that way, but I'm gonna go over here real quick, because there seems to be a chest over here. Please stop chanting in my ears. You're gonna keep doing it? Okay. Lost Halls. I wonder what this is gonna be. Okay, this doesn't look too crazy. Even though I know they're not going to have anything useful on them. And go up here first. This is the Nope Nope Hall! I don't know way in hell! Wait, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, we have to go through the Nope Nope Hall. I'm sorry if I blew out anybody's eardrums. Wow, everything's so big. Sleep? Nope. Can't bounce on it either. Imagine giants sitting here eating off these tiny little plates, drinking out of the tiny little bottles. Oh, sorry, ladies. Did that thing just hit me in the face? I don't need that. Oh wait, there might be something else. Stop doing that! Oh, how lovely! Oh, this is lovely. I'm just gonna collect the mort flesh. This is charming, really. It's so fucking charming. I love it. Nice spooky aesthetic. Retreat. Oh! I'm out. I'm out of here. That was just a bit too much note for me liking. Level 5, by the way. Oh, great. Ow. Okay, that's the way to the next. Holy crap, what is my frame rate doing? I hate you. I really should be using a stronger healing spell, but... Sounds no like. Hold up! That was Journeyman 1. Flaming Corpse. Wolf Clan Fear. Or will there be another shitty one? The only way that could be worse is if they were alive and shambling around. So much more flesh to collect. Spell your feet, sir. Now what? Death Quarters. What a lovely name. I can't even steal from him. Loser. There is no world so great as the world of the mind. There is no voyager so well-traveled as the traveler in the land of dreams. There is no abyss so deep as the well of terror that lies within each of us. I have plumbed its depths. I have seen the unthinkable. I am unafraid. Even death's boundaries do not confine me. I am the lord of limitless space and the master of place and time. Blah, blah, blah. You're an idiot. Like that. Get me out of here. Because I don't want to be here anymore. I could have just looked for that trap door and not gone through any of that crap. But no, I don't think. Although chances are it probably would have been locked.
My orb is returned, and Arkfed will live out the rest of his days in nightmare. It is fitting. You have proved yourself, mortal. It is fitting as well that you should bear my token.
Thanks. Skull of Corruption. What do you do? That doesn't really tell me anything, and this is a bit unsettling to look at. So, let's go and test this piece of junk out. Sure does something good. But oh, that was pointless. What did I get? Red Rage? I have a potion of cure disease in here somewhere, don't I? No, I didn't think to carry it, did I? Alright, let's go drop this piece of crap off. It does nothing. Take it to the storage shack. And then I guess I'll meet you guys at the Cheydinhal Sanctuary. Alright, we are back and in Cheydinhal, one of my favorite and the prettier cities in Cyrodiil, and we are going into this old dump. I probably should just sell off all my old soul gems. Ooh, use that. I have so many repair hammers back in my storage shed. Storage shack. Sanguine, my brother? Okay then.
Greetings, greetings. I am Oshiva, mistress of this sanctuary. Lucian has told me all about you. Let me welcome you to the Dark Brotherhood.
Thanks.
It is always a pleasure to welcome another Dark Sister into our ranks. Truly, the Night Mother smiles upon her trusted daughters. You stand now in our sanctuary. May it serve as your new home, a place of comfort and security whenever the need arises. When you're ready for work, go and speak with Vicente Valtieri. He handles all assignments for new family members. But before you go, please accept this gift from your new family. A unique set of armor, lighter than normal leather and black as the void. But I've kept you long enough. Vicente is waiting. You'll find him in his quarters. Go now, my child, and may Sithis go with you.
Thank you. So tell me more about Lucian.
Lucian isn't here very often. His duties with the Black Hand keep him very busy, so he trusts me to keep the sanctuary in order.
Basically, she's the den mother of the sanctuary.
To employ the services of the Dark Brotherhood, one must perform a ritual to the Night Mother. Only then will she heed their prayers for murder. It is an ancient rite, this black sacrament. All across the Empire, every day, people beseech the Night Mother to take the lives of others. After a person performs the ritual, they are contacted by a speaker. Gold is exchanged, and the details worked out. So it has always been.
Rumors?
I've heard some talk. This past year, some family members have been found murdered. Could there be an assassin among assassins?
I mean, that wouldn't be out of the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard.
Ours is not the only Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. There are others hidden throughout Cyrodiil, each one overseen by a speaker of the Black Hand. Those fools in the church and their so-called 9 divines. There is no divinity beyond the eternal and terrible rule of our dread father Sithis. Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
But why, sister? What's the point? Why should anyone bother with all that sneaking and skulking?
My dear Gogren, you are a life-taker for the Dark Brotherhood. Our very existence relies on shadow and deception. Do you not value our secrets?
Yes, of course I value our secrets, and I've never betrayed them. But using stealth to kill, it's just so weak.
But brother, what of the contracts that require subtlety? You must at least strive to earn the bonuses that are offered.
Bonuses? Useless, I say. Gold and magical trinkets are no substitute for the freedom to slaughter anyone I please, at any time.
Oh, Gogren, your methods may be crude, but your heart is always in the right place.
Those two, I think, have a little fling going on. Do I have that red rage thing until? Okay, thank God.
Warmest greetings to you. I trust you've already spoken with Ochiva. I am Vicente Valtieri. I provide assignments for all new family members. Please do not let my appearance unnerve you. The needs and tenets of the Dark Brotherhood come before my own needs as a vampire. Now, if you're ready to get to work, I can provide you with your first contract. When I first joined the family, this sanctuary was controlled by another speaker. Lucienne took over when she was killed while fulfilling a contract.
Oh gee, I wonder who that could have been. Now, Vicente is like 300 years old and joined the Dark Brotherhood like 200 years ago.
The Night Mother speaks to only one member of the Dark Brotherhood, the listener of the Black Hand. And when Our Lady speaks, death follows. This sanctuary has been here since before even I joined the Dark Brotherhood, and that was 200 years ago.
So, this is kind of part of why it's implied that Lathasa, the late Countess of Cheydinhal, was the previous speaker of the Dark Brotherhood.
The Count of Skingrad is not all he seems. Let's just say I'm not the only one who enjoys his evenings.
I'm very well aware that he's a vampire, dude.
A contract is a secret pact one enters into with the Dark Brotherhood. They provide us with gold, and we remove someone from existence. A contract is fulfilled by a skilled assassin such as yourself, who keeps the Dark Brotherhood's end of the bargain. So it has always been. While carrying out a contract, you may have the opportunity to earn a bonus if certain parameters are met. Now, let's begin, shall we? I'm not sure how you feel about pirates, but you've got to kill one.
Less
A captain,
competition
in
for
fact,
me.
On his ship, surrounded by his crew. Interested?
Hey, dude, it's less competition for me.
Excellent. Here is what you must do. Go to the waterfront district of the Imperial City. There you will find a ship named the Marie Helena. Board the ship and find its captain, Gaston Tussaud. He'll be in his cabin. Eliminate Tussaud in any manner you see fit. The pirates have been moving a lot of cargo on board lately. You may be able to smuggle yourself on board in one of the packing crates. Oh, and one more thing. Get into the habit of asking your fellow family members about any current contract. Their insight may prove invaluable. Sithis is the darkness of time immemorial. He is no Daedra and dwells not in the realm of Oblivion. No, Sithis is something altogether different.
Vague, very vague.
I was stricken with vampirism 300 years ago, while on an expedition deep into the ashlands of Vardenfell.
And from that I can...
For nearly 100 years I hunted in secret, until the Dark Brotherhood found me. Now I have a family that accepts and even values my unique gifts. Perhaps in the future, when I feel you have earned the right, I will offer you a chance to become a Hunter of the Night.
So, based on his abilities, it's pretty obvious which Morrowind clan he probably comes from. He's not a Cyrodiilic vampire. He's a Morrowind vampire. And I can't remember the name of the clans that you can join in.
As a pirate, Gaston Tussaud has certainly spilled his share of blood. Someone wants revenge, and they've hired us to extract it. You too.
Alright, let's talk to this kitty cat here.
If it isn't the newest member of the family, let's get one thing straight. The tenants prevent me from killing you, but I don't have to like you. I'll sell you equipment, but only because Ochiva is making me. This family doesn't need any outsiders. Bye, Sithis. I don't have all day. Hurry it up.
Ooh.
Just... Bye, Sithis. I don't have all day. Hurry it up.
Ooh. I like that. Holy shit, it's expensive. Sun damage! So he sells poison apples, lockpicks, hammers, all sorts of nifty stuff. Why would I want some gloves that just, hurt me?
Foul-smelling ape.
Sleeping cat. So this is where Ochiva sleeps. What? It's another door to Vicente's room.
Get away from me.
Meow!
I see you've accepted the contract from Vicente. Very good. With every life you take, Sithis grows stronger and the Brotherhood flourishes.
Any advice?
I killed a pirate once. Of course, the ship was out to sea at the time, somewhere between Vardenfell and Solstheim. Now those were the days.
You only killed one pirate.
Go now, dear family member, and may the night...
Like, just one? Alright, who's in here? He's not going to provide any useful information.
Welcome to the family. I'd hug you, but Ochiva told me not to.
Gee, I can't imagine why.
I once saw Lucian deal with an insubordinate brother, someone who had broken the tenets. It took me a week to get the blood off my boots.
Sounds violent.
I don't know who the Night Mother is, but she pays me to kill people. My own mother should have loved me so much. You know what they say? Home is where you hang your enemy's head.
For me, home is where my bed, my games, and my kitchen are.
Truthfully, I've never really understood who or what Sithis really is. As long as I obey the tenets and fulfill my contracts, I guess he's happy. So, your first contract. No chance for a bonus, huh? Oh, that's all right. You're better off. Who needs magic items when you've got raw skill? And the great thing about killing a target up close and personal is you can talk to him before you do it. You know, say something scary. Oh, for example, this one time, I had a contract to kill a little Nord girl at her birthday party. She asked me if I was the jester. So I said to her, "No, I am a messenger of death." You should have seen the look on her face. Anyway, she won't be seeing age 6. Happy hunting, my sister.
I draw the line at killing children. And quite frankly, I think everyone should. Antoinetta Marie.
Welcome, dear sister. So good to finally meet you. I hope you're getting along all right. If you need anything at all, you need only ask.
All right.
Sometimes, right before a kill, Sithis speaks to me. He whispers in my ear and fills my heart with the joy of suffering and death.
Charming.
Have you ever lived on the streets, struggled to survive? This sanctuary is my home. Here I have the safety and love I've searched for all my life. Don't tell anyone else, but someday I'm going to have Uchiva's position. Just you wait and see. Lucian LeChance knows real talent when he sees it. I've always wondered who the Night Mother really is. Some say she's an old woman who lives somewhere here in Cyrodiil, but I'm not so sure. I will always think of Lucian LeChance as my saviour. When he found me, I was living in a gutter, an inch away from death. I owe him everything.
She's kind of, in love with him.
I've travelled by prison ship. It was cramped and dark. There was little room to move around, but plenty of shadowy nooks to hide in. Remember that. Good luck, sister. I hope you don't get killed. I mean, well, you know.
I know what you mean.
Hello, sweet sister. It warms my heart to see you again. The Night Mother has been smiling upon you, I hope. Long ago, in an age now forgotten, Sithis came to the Night Mother and begat her 5 sons. So you see, his love gave birth to the Dark Brotherhood. In truth, I miss the towering elms of my native Valenwood, but I was banished from there long ago for deeds I don't care to discuss. This is my home now. Oh, I shouldn't. Well, all right. Gogrun had a pet rabbit as a child. He petted the thing so hard he crushed its skull. What a brute!
She loves him.
Our Lady is surely an ancient and powerful elf. Someday, when I am listener of the Black Hand, I will look upon her beautiful and unholy form. Actually, Lucian did not try to recruit me. Not at first. He tried to kill me. My father wanted me dead, and he hired the Dark Brotherhood to do it. I escaped from Lucian, and paid my father back for his treachery. Lucian came to me again that night with an offer I just couldn't refuse. Pirates, eh? They tend to be quick and good with a blade, but don't favor armor. They're not fond of bows or spells either.
That's mostly useful.
May your arrows always strike true.
They don't seem particularly fond of shirts either.
It's good to see you again.
Alright.
Who is Sithis, you ask? Some call him the Dread Father. It was his terrible love that gave birth to the Dark Brotherhood so very long ago. I've heard the Count of Shadenhall knows about this sanctuary, but he is offered much gold as well as other incentives to keep his mouth shut.
You know, a knife to the back.
The Night Mother is the Dark Brotherhood's unholy matron. She guides our actions, just as the Dread Father Sithis once guided hers. Ochiva and I have known Lucian since we were hatchlings. He is the one who trained us in the way of the Shadow Scale, and is like a father to us. In the Argonian homeland of Blackmarsh, those born under the sign of the Shadow are taken at birth and presented to the Dark Brotherhood. A Shadow Scale hatchling is trained in the arts of stealth and assassination, and lives a life in service to the mighty kingdom of Argonia. Any Shadow Scale who lives to come of age is accepted into the Dark Brotherhood as a full member of the family. So it was with myself and Ochiva.
Nice bit of lore. So, I've actually heard a rumor that if you play as a Argonian born under the Shadow, you kind of automatically join the Dark Brotherhood. I tried it, I don't think it worked, but I'll probably get back to you on that someday.
The Marie Elena, you say? I've seen that ship. There's a unique balcony at the stern. My guess is it leads to the captain's cabin. Could be useful.
Alright, and that's everyone.
May you walk always in the shadow of Sithis, dear sister.
So, let's have a look at this armor. It's full body armor. My elven armor is stronger. So with the armor and hood, I get 10 points. So, as you can see, once again, my elven armor is much, much stronger because 6, 8, 10, 13. And of course, literally everything I have is better than what I currently have in the Dark Brotherhood. So, I will meet you guys back in the Imperial City. Alright, and here we are. So that's our ship. Now, there's 3 ways you can go about this. You can fight your way onto the damn ship and leave a big old...
Well met. We're all talking about the Emperor's murder.
And leave a big old mess.
Go ahead.
What's new with you?
I heard there was some goblins.
You can go over to this crate here and choose to hide in it, and you will get on board the ship. Or you can jump onto this and then break in. Oh, damn. And he will be right here. That was easy.
Captain! Captain Tussaud, are you all right, sir? We heard a clamor, Captain. We're coming in.
But we'll be gone before they even realize anything's happened. Now, if those pirates found out you were on the ship, the 3 that are over here, they will attack you if you set foot on their boat. So let's turn this contract in. And he's right there.
So, the pirate has been eliminated. Excellent. No one will mourn his passing, and Sithis has been appeased.
Oh, I'm sure someone somewhere is going to cry.
Please accept this black band as your reward. It is a ring whose powers are quite useful to those who value discretion.
I value being able to carry shit.
I'm glad you've returned. The contract is waiting, if you're ready.
Alright.
We need you to stage an accident. Kill the target in the manner specified, and you'll receive a considerable bonus. Do you accept this contract?
Yes, I do.
As I expected. Good. The target is a wood elf named Bainlin. You will find him at his home in Bruma. Enter secretly and avoid his manservant, Grom. On the 2nd floor is a secret door leading to a crawl space. Inside are the fastenings of a mounted head that hangs over Bainlin's favourite chair. Loosen those fastenings any night between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m, and the head will surely fall on Bainlin as he relaxes in his chair, as is his custom. If Bainlin is eliminated in any other manner, or if the manservant Grom is killed, you will forfeit the bonus. Now go, and may Sithis be with you.
Cool. What does this ring do? Light armor, security, magic. This is one of... I do like a lot the Dark Brotherhood questline. I think it's a lot of fun. And some of these quests, you're just gonna find out why they are fun.
Yes.
Alright, so. This guy's house has a cellar. Has a basement. We're gonna wait several hours. We're gonna wait until 8:14, I guess. Alright. Next, I'm gonna pick my Deathly Visage. 35 seconds. Ghost Walk. Don't have enough magic. Shadow Shape, which is 30 seconds. So, I think the best option will be Deathly Visage. I've entered Bainlin's house. If I can access the 2nd floor crawl space and loosen the fastenings, blah 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 blah. Alright, he's in his chair. Make sure to check often, regularly. So, surprisingly... Dog dropped phone? Yeah. Sometimes this dude will get up from his chair. So, when you know for a fact that he's gonna get up from his chair. Okay, he's still in the chair. Save your game.
Oh!
Close that back up. Because his manservant Grum is going to be there. Staying over. Grab this if you still need Nern Root. Loot if you need to. Or want to. Then we're just gonna drop down and slip out the front door like nothing happened. That was very easy and very accidental. Probably gonna fix myself some lunch after this recording. So, time to report to Vicente.
But of course. What troubles you?
I've been meaning to ask you about your last contract. I heard there were some complications.
All right, so I may have gotten a bit careless. But the contract was fulfilled, wasn't it? In the end, that's all that matters.
Sometimes I wonder how you survive at all without me being there to watch your back.
So,
anyway.
The accident has been staged and Bainlin lies dead. Well done. You have more than earned your reward and bonus. I present to you this dagger. It's an enchanted blade known as Sufferthorn. Its prick is deadly, I assure you. Yes,
Nice.
You are quite an asset to this sanctuary. In fact, I believe you are ready for advancement. I hereby appoint you Slayer. Well done. Now go, child of Sithis. Go and rest. You'll need it.
Okay, let's check out Sufferthorn. Drain strength and damage health. Dagger. A nice little elven dagger.
Back for more?
Yes.
It just so happens I have another contract available, one that requires an expert in infiltration.
I got the skeleton key of Nocturnal. Of course I'm a master of infiltration.
As always, you fail to disappoint me. Your target is a dark elf named Valen Dreth. He thinks he's safe in prison. He is tragically mistaken. A prisoner recently escaped from the prison using a set of secret tunnels connected to the Imperial City's sewer system. It's a perfect way inside. Just outside the Imperial prison is a grating that leads to the sewers. It has recently been tightly locked, but I will provide a key. It should be easy enough to locate Dreth in his small cell. Besides, I think you know the way,
As a matter of fact, I do.
Dreth has been imprisoned for many years. His tongue is sharp, but his body is limp and frail. He will prove an easy, pleasurable kill. You will receive a bonus if you fulfill the contract without killing any of the prison guards. Now go, and may the Night Mother go with you.
Hail, my sister!
Hail, my dude! Why don't you just give him contracts that are, that allow him to be a bloody brute? So, if you don't remember, this is where we first came out of the Imperial City sewers at the beginning of the game. We're gonna go back the way we came. Mostly. There's been a few changes in route, though. In fact, the map has actually changed as well, because we do have to go all new directions. If you're like me and you have lots of crab meat, go for the scales. Alright, I just gotta figure out where I'm going from here. Ooh, elven arrows. Ay, ay. I don't have nearly as many skills as I would like.
I'm proud to do my duty, but it's a waste of time. What are we guarding? Cold stone and shadow. That's it.
I'm not disagreeing with you, believe me. Those assassins got what they wanted. The Emperor is dead. They got no reason to come back.
That's exactly what I'm saying. But will the captain listen? No. We must have a presence. The prison must remain secure.
Yeah, what a laugh, huh? Just who are we keeping secure? Dreth? Since that other one got away, he's the only one rotting down here.
Yeah, well, I guess you can't blame Captain Montrose too much. This is his big career move, after all. Got to impress that lot upstairs.
Yeah, true enough. Oh, well, I best be getting back to my watch. Hey, don't forget, we're meeting for drinks later at the Bloated Float.
Oh, I'll be there. How could I miss a chance to see you cower before that big orc bouncer?
I ain't afraid of no one. Courage is my middle name. Oh, never mind.
Jesus! I'm usually, like, afraid of walking past him, but without a spell. Just me, or did this place get, like, way darker from last time? Oh, shh. Gonna troll the room. But I am very good at acrobats. And I need more magic. Okay, so the way into the tunnels that had all the rats and goblins is gone. This is where Captain Rennell died.
I have to admit, I'm gonna miss you, Dreth. The late-night beatings, your pitiful little cries for help.
Filthy cur. I told you I was going to get out of here. My time's almost up, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, well, what's it been? 7, 8 years? We've had a good long run, you and me. I always knew it would end someday.
11 years in this rat-infested hole. But I'm getting out, and you'll still be stuck in here. Yeah!
Oh, yeah? Where will you go, huh? What will you do? You can't survive out there, Dreth. You're an animal. You belong in that cage.
I'll remember that when I'm lying on the beaches of Somerset Isle with your wife, you imperial pig.
Right! And you'll be rich, too. Oh, and you'll become a king. And you know what I think, Dreth? I think you'll be back. You lot always come back.
You'll see, you imperial dog. When I get out of here, all of Tamriel will know my name. Vaelin Dreth! Vaelin Dreth!
All right, all right. I'm tempted to let you out right now if you just shut up.
Remember me?
Wait! I know you. You're the one. That day the Emperor was killed. They went through your cell. You lucky strumpet. But you came back? Come on. You've got to help me. Let old Vaelin out of this cell. You've got your freedom, now give me mine. What do you say, huh? Come on, friend.
Oh, the Night Mother says goodbye.
The Night Mother? No! Guards! Help me! Somebody help! Assassin!
Scream louder! You can kill me any way you want.
Ha!
Now, let me think. Save because I don't even know. And then just walk out of here like nothing happened. Ah, crap. Well, that's a shame. I guess I'll meet you guys back at the Chain Hall Sanctuary, assuming I don't die. Actually, I'm all out of time. But thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Oh god, I think football has begun. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!